Hello everybody and happy Friday, and it's been really a fantastic week here at the college. Having all of the children back on site has just been a delight, and you can really feel the sense of enthusiasm and euphoria about the place as the students are getting back into their routines. It really has been a delight to see. As you can see, I'm standing here in what will be, in the next couple of months, our new theatre, so we're incredibly excited about that. They've started to strip out of all of it, as you can see partly behind me, and it's a really impressive space. It's going to look so good once all of that seating is in, and we have a really cracking theatre here on the college site. And of course, there is still the opportunity for you to sponsor us as we seek to make those finishing touches for the theatre. So you can sponsor a seat, which will be a permanent legacy here at the theatre, in the school, or you can sponsor more broadly by being on our board, which will appear here on the theatre of donors. So please do have a look. There's more details in the bulletin this week. Please do have a look at how you can sponsor us, get this really exciting theatre project over the line. If you remember, we were going to be waiting a little bit longer for this theatre, but we wanted to do it because we really want it to be there for the children. So we do need your help. So if you're in a position to help sponsor our theatre, we would, of course, be most grateful. Tonight, I'm conscious that I'm speaking with a lot of you at our development plan launch. If you can't be there in person, don't worry. We'll make sure it's recorded and we'll circulate the recording to you. And that's where I will go through all of the developments that we have planned for the school, not just buildings and estates, but in terms of the education, the direction of travel, the strategy for us as a charity here in Lewisham, and all of the exciting things that are at work here at St Dunstan. So if you can't be here tonight, do tune in with that recording. It's immediately followed by the very popular cheese and wine event. I believe they've sold 350 tickets, so I'm sure that will be absolutely fantastic. And my huge thanks to the Friends of St Dunstan's and the staff here who support them in making that event happen. The other thing that's happening this week is that the demolition of the plaza concludes. So the demolition company move out, which means that we will occupy the plaza with the children from next week. So that's really fantastic news. And of course, you can stand on the plaza next Friday as we formally open our new buildings, and you'll get to have a tour of those new buildings as well. So it's a very exciting opportunity for you next Friday. But you do have to book tickets. So again, in the bulletin this week, look at how you do that. Please book your tickets for the opening of the new buildings and the tours that are associated with it. So we're really excited. We're welcoming Sir Martin Evans, Nobel Prize winner, Old Dunstonian, to cut the ribbon there next Friday. But please do book, because we need to know for catering purposes. We've had a couple of challenges this week. There are always operational challenges in the first week of a new academic year. Mostly hasn't really affected your children. Sadly, however, one has, which has been a real security issue with some muggings down by the train station across this week. It has been a source of real concern, I know, for some of you, and something I've acted on as quickly as I possibly could. So we now have employed security guards down there. There are 2 security guards, one patrolling between the school and the station, another one is a permanent feature down at the station. So that's great, and we will review how on earth we're going to do that on a more sustainable level across the whole of the year. But clearly there is a security need. We are also, of course, working with the police. In fact, there's been a police presence every day since we had those muggings this week, and they're going to be there again next week. So we're working very closely with the police. If anything good has come out of this, it's really sort of solidified that relationship between them and us, and also other local schools who've been working closely with too. So I do actually think we're turning a corner on this through a combination of different measures that we're putting in place, and hopefully we'll be able to nip it in the bud. But I'm very sorry to those people who have been affected. It's very unusual for us. We don't normally have that sort of behaviour, and the police think, and I have no reason to disagree, that it may just be a feature of a new academic year, and that it will settle, especially with the measures that we put in place as a consequence. So I hope you can understand why we've taken the decisions that we have, obviously, to keep your children as safe as we possibly can. The other issue that we've had, which is faced by businesses up and down the land, and you will have heard about it in the news, is the supply chain issue. drivers and staff, and we are feeling that, particularly in the kitchens at the moment. Some real issues, real challenges there. At the moment, we don't see that directly affecting the children, but I did just want to flag it with you so that you're aware that we are dealing with that additional challenge too. So to look more positively on things, we've got lots of exciting matters upcoming, not least Forder sign-up, and I know that's a source of great excitement and also I think maybe some anxiety about making sure children get into the right groups. Forder sign-up in the senior school is tonight at 8 o'clock, so make sure you get in there and get your, well, the children should be doing it. The senior school students should be doing it by the time they get to that age. They should be signing up for themselves, but they want to get in early, get the clubs that they're really after, and ensure they get a real balance of clubs and activities. We really, really encourage that values-driven education, a breadth and balance of the clubs they sign up to. Junior school is the following Friday, and more details will come from Miss Whitwood on that in due course. So, other exciting things. Obviously, we end the week next week with that big opening event where I hope to see many of you there. We also have the second meeting of our St Dunstan's Diapason group, which represents the entire organisation on matters of diversity and equality. And at that meeting this week, we're going to be signing off on their plans for the year ahead, both from a student and a staff perspective. So that's a very exciting meeting that's going to be happening next week. And of course, we'll feed back to you on what steps we're taking with diversity and equality in those 5 key areas. Otherwise, I think everything's contained either in the bulletin or on your portal. Do look at both, please, every week. I know there's a lot of information to read, I know, but it's very difficult to find any other way of doing it effectively. It's all there. We try in the language to show you exactly which bits apply to you, but do please read it because there's important information there. The parent portal this week should have this year's communication guides, which for those of you who've been here for a while are pyramids of communication showing who you communicate with at different points and different levels of the organisation depending on the issue or matter that you need to get resolved. So that's a very useful document for you to have at home, so do find those on your parent portal as well. I think that's everything that I need to say. Have a really lovely weekend. I look forward to seeing you again, speaking with you again next week, and hopefully seeing many of you at the opening of our new buildings. Thank you very much.